So, after quite some time of waiting, the NPC workers update in TSG's out. And I gotta say right here at the start of the video, they aren't that bad. So, let's check it out, I guess. And finally, the update is here. Got released like 20 minutes ago. And the first thing I see is a new game icon. I don't know, to be honest. I like the old one better. But this new game thumbnail, or whatever it is called, this is great. But I would change the square icon back to the old one, or add like an NPC instead of the character. Anyway, let's join. There are 20 new NPCs to build. That's a lot. And I think the vote for the NPC workers is gone now. Never mind. They should remove that one. Alright. Let's spawn into my private server. I guess we can build the NPCs right here. So, if you access your Hammer Build menu, there's a new category. It's called NPCs. Pretty self-explanatory. So, you start with a basic food box. And that got a model now. Hasn't had one in Survival Workshop in the test phase. This looks awesome. So how this works is basically, you put food in this box. That thing with the food is a bit complicated. I didn't test this out, yet gonna do that in another video. But from what I've heard, it matters what food you give them. Someone said that there are different tiers of food, and the better the food, the faster the workers. But a few people said you should just give them cabbage or something because the higher tier meals are a waste of resources. But don't take my word for this. That's just what I've read in the Simple Games Discord and my own. Join that one, by the way, link in the description. So, after you've put food in the box, you place the NPC and it eats that food. To produce whatever kind of material it produces, let me warn you, they eat a lot. So, it took me way too long to figure out what kind of pickaxe I need for this. Either it is a stone or iron pickaxe, so I just skipped those stations for the moment and placed a bronze swordman to showcase the system. I've put some cabbage into the food box and the swordman ate. I don't really know how this works with fighters. Might be how much damage they deal, or just over time. Gonna check all that kind of stuff tomorrow. The stuff you didn't know about the NPC update start video. It's linked up there if it's out, and I gonna link it at the end. But I gonna show how they attack other players later in this video, so make sure to keep watching if you want to see that fight. It's a pretty good system and kinda overpowered too. Anyway, I just figured out that you need steel stuff for all the tools the workers use. So, make sure to stock up on coal and iron. Anyway, the first NPC I placed was a wheat farmer. It has cost a steel pickaxe, 10 gold coins, and some other random stuff. The wheat farmer basically has 4 plots of land. It always walks in the circle around those and farms the wheat. As soon as he farmed wheat, those star particles show themselves at this chest. This is basically the output, the place where you can take the stuff the worker farmed. In the box for the wheat, there can be 200 wheat in the output. So, you don't have to take the wheat out as often. You can put something like 10,000 items into the food box, by the way. This could be used as an insanely large storage for food items, by the way. That's kinda crazy. Alright, the next NPC is the carrot farmer. You also need 1 scythe for this one. And if this message occurs, just try it on another place. The land seems flat here, but I guess the game sees that another way. Anyway, the carrot farmer works the exact same way as the wheat farmer. Only special thing is, the output can only hold 100 carrots. By the way, can we get those models in the normal build mode? They look absolutely amazing. I'm gonna say that a lot in this video, by the way, LOL. Okay, the last farm is the cabbage farm. This works the exact same way as the carrot farm. It also has 100 storage for cabbage. There's no pepper farm and no berry farm at the moment. They might add that in the future. I don't know. Something that kinda surprised me is that there's a meat farmer. Infinite meat, I guess so. You have to spend a steel crossbow for that station, by the way, as well as the 10 coins. That counts for every single NPC, by the way. There's space for 100 meat in the output. That counts for almost all the stations too. And this is probably my favorite model out of all the new stations. Just look at this and the animation for the NPC. Wonderful. Please add those different buildings to the hammer menu. Undone, lol. Okay, we've done all the food NPCs. Those use 1 food and produce 2, by the way. So, you basically double your food. Anyway, let's get to material NPCs now. So, you gotta make a steel pickaxe for the 3 ore ones. The first of those is the stone miner. Just mine stone, nothing really surprising. The next one is pretty useless, a copper miner. Who needs copper and for what? But the third one is nice, an iron NPC. The only thing there is, it can only hold 50 iron. And it takes so long for 1 single iron. Stone is pretty fast and copper decent. And then, there's also a wood chopper. It farms wood at half the speed of cabbage or food, which is pretty good. And the station looks nice too. You need a steel axe to build a woodcutter NPC. So, you might think that's pretty much all. But no, there are not only NPCs that farm stuff for you. There are also NPCs that fight for you, or let's say, defend you. There are swordmen of all tiers of armor except leather, bronze, iron, steel, blue steel, and even dark steel. And no, the dark steel one doesn't drop anything if you break it. I just wasted 1 whole dark steel set. It's not worth it, by the way. And there are also NPC archers. Again, all tiers except leather. You need armor and the specific bow or crossbow to build them. And you gotta put arrows in their storages. I think they just shoot enemies as soon as they see them. But I'm on my private server alone right now. I asked my Discord members if they want to check it out with me. And a few people joined. Shout out to them. So, we basically placed an archer and filled it up with arrows. And it instantly started to shoot arrows on the first noob it saw, lol. The archers don't move. They just spam arrows on everyone they see. And they are pretty good at aiming, not gonna lie. Almost seems like they are programmed to hit every hit. Anyway, the swordman. I placed 1 blue steel swordman, and that player tested it out. It's insane. It does 50 damage to a no armor player. That's crazy. And when he tried to respawn, he instantly got attacked again. No chance to flee. Those fighters are pretty good for defending your base. The only bad thing is, they passively use food. A lot of food. Look at that. They aren't doing anything and using like 1 cabbage per second, each of them. I can just imagine how much food an army of 20 fighters would take. Not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna do that in another video. Anyway, thanks for joining me. By the way, if you place those NPCs on your private server, they do also save, which is great. As soon as you join the private server again and go near the stations, they spawn again. Oh, and the resources that are still in the output of the stations when leaving the server are saving as well, which is amazing. I just gonna let those NPC workers work for me while I'm writing the script of this video right now. So it's basically free materials, which is insane if you think about it. Alright, you might think this is an overpowered update. Well, the catch is, there's a limit for NPCs per person. 10 NPC stations. But there's this thing. It's a game pass that doubles your max NPCs from 10 to 20. It's a nice feature, but it's pretty expensive, not gonna lie. Gonna buy it later. Until then, I gotta live with this annoying pop-up that pops up all the time when you only equip an 11th NPC station in your hammer. Oh yeah, if you sail with your boat now, there's this kind of trail behind you. It looks so much nicer and smoother. I love it. There could be other changes like this because they wrote and much more in the update log on the start screen. But it would be kinda difficult to find out about those. So let me know in the comments if you found out another secret or graphic update or something. How do you like the update? Is it a W or an L? Let me know that in the comments too, and join my Discord. Alright, the NPC Jester makes the outro today. Wow, very inspirational words. Discuss and like the video if you liked it. Also, if the things you didn't know video is out already, it's linked here. Thanks for watching and bye. Subscribe.